On this 2015 episode of the Infowars News Blitz, military wedding gets moved because of Obama's golf game, Obamacare employer mandate kicks in, and who is behind the oil war? That and a lot more, so stay tuned. Okay, folks, welcome, and Happy New Year to who as well. Let's get this thing started here. There's an article here written by Steve Watson, which is titled, "Make Way for the King. People kicked off beaches, weddings moved for Obama's holiday." Underneath that it says, Family has spent $444,351,777.12 in taxpayer cash on travel expenses. I'm not a king, President Obama said more than 20 times recently in an effort to dissuade Americans from revolting against the executive rule pen and phone barrage, or vice versa. The president's action downtime may take another look. However, it is emerged this week that an entire beach was closed down to make way for the first time, as well as a happy couple having to relocate their wedding so His Highness can play golf. The article goes on to say that basically local police were called in to surveil the area to make sure the first time was undisturbed, and about that wedding, it was also a note about the internet out Monday when a couple who had planned to get married on the 16th hole of an exclusive golf course were forced to relocate their nuptials so Obama could finish his round. Seriously? And yet he's not the king! Oh, come on! That's... Okay. The fiancé, and I'm gonna try to look here. Okay, fine. It was more especially for her. She's the bride, and in less than 24 hours, they had to change everything they planned. Jamie McCaffrey, the bride's sister, told Bloomberg. I mean, this guy's a dictator, for crying out loud. That's all I can say. He says he's not a dictator, but really? Anyway, let's keep moving here. There's an article here written by the Washington Times, and it is titled, Obamacare employer mandate kicks in. Companies with more than 100 people have to provide affordable care at least 30% of their employers or pay heavy fines. As written by Tom Houndwell Jr. And everybody kept saying that it was not true, but it is. This article was linked by Infowars.com, as I said, as I'm going to read the article here from that entire thing here as well. There is about 2 pages of this article, so I'm not going to read the entire thing. Anyway, Obamacare mandate on employers will quickly take effect for large companies Thursday, 1 year later than planned after a pair of unlitigated delays fed into Republicans' Satan complains that the White House plays fast and loose with implantative of its signature law. Oh, sorry about that word. I can't pronounce it correctly. Sorry. Starting in 2015, companies with 100 workers or more have to provide affordable insurance to at least 70% of their workforce or pay a heavy fine, which under the employer mandate, which was supposed to take effect at the start of this year, alongside the health care laws, other key provisions. But human resource departments will grapple with IRS reporting requirements from day one to record all their applicants and avoid tax penalties as a tax to get bite-sized, Byzantine, and expensive for companies with lots of part-time workers and seasonal workers who add up to full-time equivalents. The employer mandate has been a political football since the healthcare law was passed in 2010. As critics say, employers have stopped hiring or cut hours to stay under the mandate threshold. I mean, basically, that's what this is. I'm sorry. I mean, everybody said, well, it's a screw job. Well, there you go. It's a screw job. And for everybody that's saying it wasn't, well, you're about to find out real soon. So get ready for it, alright? All you people that didn't believe that all this stuff about Obamacare and all this stuff, trust me, you're gonna find out the hard way. And trust me, when you do, don't be surprised. Anyway, moving on to the last article. The article is titled, Who is Behind the Oil War and How Will the Price of Crude Go in 2015? Underneath it says, Who is to blame for the staggering collapse of the price of oil? It was written by Michael Snyder. Well, I've already read the first part of this article already. Who is to blame for the staggering collapse of the price of oil? Is it the Saudis? Is it the U.S.? Are Saudi Arabia and the U.S. government working together to hurt Russia? And if this oil war continues, how far will the price of oil end up falling in 2015? As you see below, some analysts believe that it could immediately go low as $20 a barrel. If we see anything else close to that, the U.S. economy could lose millions of good-paying jobs, billions of dollars of energy bonds could default, and we could see trillions of dollars of derivatives related to the energy industry implode. The global financial system is already extremely vulnerable, and purposely causing the price of oil to crash is one of the most deflationary things that you could possibly do. Whoever's behind this oil war is playing with fire, and by the end of this coming year, the entire planet could be dealing with the consequences. Well, we already know who's behind that. If the Saudis wanted to stabilize the price of oil, they could immediately by announcing a productivity cutback, but they probably won't do that. That's the fact that they have chosen not to do says volumes. In addition to wanting to harm United States shale productions, some believe that the Saudis are determined to crush Iran. The next excerpt comes from a Daily Mail article. Well, I'm not going to read all of this stuff, but there is some shale stuff going on here, and they're trying to shut down the shale industry just by doing this, and also hurting Russia in the process. I mean, look what happened. Their ruble just fell, it's collapsing, and people are buying stuff like hotcakes. Well, that's all the articles I have for you today. You're learning more about the articles, please go to the link below or go to Infowars.com. Think about 100 articles just like this one. And also, if you want to notice something, you also want to look at, well, you know, the two top links up there, because I didn't mention it. You see subscribe and you see donate. Basically, I do need your support. I really do. So, and also a subscribe will help me as well. So it lets you know that you like what I see. I mean, what you see, sorry. And, you know, it kind of helps out. Just help me out. Okay? This is the Infowars News Blitz, live from the FEMA region known as Baltimore, Maryland. Signing off. Bye-bye.